Greetings, everybody. This is Archangel McIntosh, aka Mikael Yis-RoyAl. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's been quite a while since I made a video, and I'm happy to come with you. I'm happy to share this video with you guys about the natural common law birth certificate. Well, it's pretty much simple because if you've been watching some of my other videos, it is very relevant that we live in a system nowadays where it functions based on contract, agreement, and consent. You see, so if you don't have a contract with somebody stating that you have to perform a certain obligation, then pretty much that obligation or that performance is null and void. That means it's invalid because only contract sets law. So with this birth certificate, what we're doing is creating an affidavit out of it. And as most of you guys know from watching most of my videos, an affidavit is a truth or a statement stated under the penalties and risk of perjury and a whole list of other charges if you are found guilty or whatever. But an affidavit is a truth being spoken on paper by the affiant or the appellant or the claimant, which is you, the living, breathing, sovereign, indigenous man or woman on the land. So what I do with my birth certificate pretty much is put it in a form of an affidavit. And this birth certificate is not a corporate birth certificate, so I cannot get a social security with this birth certificate, nor can I receive benefits from the government, because a birth certificate from the government is pretty much just a bond. It is a bond, it is a stock, it is a chattel paper, it is the date of birth of your all capital name legal fiction corporation, which mimics your name. So if you want to open a corporation, if you want to open up a trust, if you want to open up a business, then you go get one of their birth certificates, which is just a corporate certification. You have a corporate status. Well, if you do not have your own common law birth certificate yet, then you only have that corporate status, which is subjecting you and enslaving you under the 14th and 15th Amendment statutes. You see what I'm saying? And that's not where you want to be, because that means you have no rights. All your rights are inalienable, and you're giving them consent to pretty much tell you what to do, when to do it. You're not sovereign, you're not indigenous. So the only time when you use that corporate certificate is when you have your status already situated. Once you get your status as a secured party creditor on the records, on the books, and publicly announced. So let me see how we're gonna begin with this today. All right, I'm gonna start off by showing you my daughter's natural birth certificate, and this is the one that I created for her. And once again, we're doing all of this under affidavit, which means if they don't agree with something I say here, or if they disagree with something I say here within this affidavit that has been notarized and duly sworn, they would have to rebut it point for point and give a reason why they can't use this. So what I would do with this birth certificate is use it along with the corporate certificate. I would send my birth certificate, my natural common law birth certificate, and the trademark and copyright of the new child's name along with the corporate birth certificate, so they can know from the get-go and from the beginning who is who and what is what, who's a legal fiction and who's the natural lawful man or woman, and and things like that. Product from human, or deciphering from product from human. So this how I started off. Specific truth affidavit of fact. Let me see if I can change the size real quick. Boom, boom. All right, specific truth affidavit of fact, because it's specific, it's truth, and it's an affidavit about facts. Natural common law, creation, birth, nativity, certification, and there's the other way you can read it: natural common law, or natural organic common law creation, or natural organic common law birth, or natural common law nativity certification. So whichever way you read it, it's all the same. Creation, birth, nativity, all the same. Although nativity mean where you're naturally born, a place. And if you don't know, in the commercial world, in the business world, and in the corporate world, aka the court world, birth to them, BERTH, means to put something at a stop, to anchor something down, something that's not moving, is dead, is deceased. That's what birth means. So that's why I made sure I put creation, nativity, so they don't think like the child's dead or something. And the natural common law definition for birth is to give life. So this is why you want to make sure you put natural, organic, and common in the things that you say. And it's for a natural born child, private property, because the child is our private property. And in the commercial industry, in the commercial world, when you're dealing with schools, doctors, all that's commercial. You want to make sure you let them know that your child's your own private property, because everyone's considered private property. Everyone's considered property. Most likely, everyone is considered public property, which means you're not claimed. That means you're neglected, you're not wanted, you're outcast. So until you claim yourself, until you want yourself, until you make sure you reaffirm your status and affirm your status and stuff, you are public property, which means you're up for grabs. So anything public can be turned into private, as well as your trust. It can go from being a public trust to a private trust, from being a public account to being a private account, from being a public house with no private property signs on it to being a private property with a private property sign on it, as well as no trespassing. So everything private must have a notice to it, a sign, a warning, or something in order for it to have full effect. So this is the pre-signed version of this birth certificate, because I already sent mine already I sent mine already to the Secretary of State of my state, and I got it apostilled. And in Florida, it only costs $10 to apostille your certifications, death certificates, birth certificates, claim of nationality, identifications, and things like that, because the apostille is pretty much a Hague's Convention treaty. It's a treaty signed by a couple of states and countries and stuff like that, and not everyone's in it, but those states and countries that signed that peace treaty, the Hague's Convention de la Hue, they recognize these documents. They recognize the state's seal. They recognize the apostille, which means you can use this document in foreign territories in many places. It becomes a certified document by the Secretary of State itself. So I, Ashley Marie Guccione, the mother and mom, sui juris in propria persona, pro per, and I, McIntosh of the Jean family, the dad, father, sui juris in propria persona, pro per, not pro se, pro per, proper. Natural common law indigenous people, sojourners, and free-spirited men and women on the land commonly known as North America, endowed with a heart, mind, body, flesh, and soul by God Almighty, both of us have attained the legal age to speak and act for our own self, having a sound mind and a clean consciousness, being duly sworn, do hereby declare, affirm, state, and proclaim that we have first-hand knowledge of the facts contained herein, and are competent to state the following matters to the best of our knowledge, true, correct, complete, presented in good faith, and not intended to mislead. And this part is very important, because this is what makes the affidavit. It has to be true, has to be correct, has to be completed, has to be presented in good faith, and it has to be intended to guide and not mislead. And you have to be competent enough to speak for yourself. You also have to be the lawful age, over the age of 18 or 18 itself. And that's pretty much it. So those are very, very important. Make sure you state your status in propria persona, sui juris. Who are you, mom or dad? Are you natural common law people, or are you artificial legal entities and strawmans and stuff like that? Who are you? All right, let's continue. Facts about the natural born child. Natural child's family given name. This is the name your family give it. And every time you tell people its name, don't tell it has a name, because you are not a name. Can you, do you look like a letter? You know, does your child look like a letter? Does your child look like a sentence? You know what I'm saying? You can't say, there goes that sentence. Look at that sentence. Or what is your sentence? What is your name? Look at that name. Like you're not a name. So you are given a name. You are called by a name. You are commonly known as a title, a name, a fictitious whatever. So make sure you get used to speaking in these terms, because it's the only way to assure that you are properly asserting your position and your status as a natural indigenous sovereign being. So family given name, you'll put the family given name here, middle name here, surname, which is pretty much last name. I don't like calling things first name and last name, because first name mean the name you had first, last name mean the last name you had, or the name that you last had when you died, when you passed over, but you're not dead, you're alive. So once again, they're trying to use terminology that denotes that you aren't alive, that you are dead, that you are at a birth, a stop. So don't use first and last names. There's a family given name, and the whatever name you have here first presides the middle name. The middle name presides the surname, which is the last name, and that's it. That's the full name. So whatever name you put here first is the name that comes before the middle name. That's how I'll say it. When asked for a first name, I'll just tell them Naima, Valerie, Yis-RoyAl. You see what I'm saying? Naima comes before Valerie. Valerie comes before Yis-RoyAl. There's no first or last name because I'm still existing. Suffix, I put L, or you can put Bey or Pasha. There's different suffix that you can put, but as a Moorish American, our suffix is L, and that denotes what family that you're a part of. Because I am part of a family, I'm not black, nor is she black, because that's a adjective to describe something. We are actually real living beings with a real background and history. So L links to that family line, a Moorish family line. So Naima, Valerie, Yis-RoyAl. Of the what family? Of the McIntosh Jean, McIntosh Jean, and Ashiguchione family. All right, natural child sex and gender. Right here, I'll show you what I put. Natural child status, nationality. List the child status, nationality. Is it indigenous? Is it native? Is it sovereign? Is it Haitian? Is it African? Is it Moorish American? Is it Hebrew Israelite, Italian, Cuban? Like, what is its nationality and status? You know, to clarify that. Especially when your child grows up and need to use this document and stuff, it can be able to get itself out of situations. You see? So type of creation, birth size, nativity, natural and organic, because that's all it is. A natural and organic nativity, natural and organic birth, natural and organic creation. Natural child's pardon me. Natural child's time of creation, birth and nativity. Put the time here. What I do is spell out the time, you know, in letters, and then in parentheses I put it in numbers just in case, because they like to play dumb. So put things in numerical form and alphabetical form for them to, you know, realize. So natural child's date of creation or date of birth or date of nativity. Once again, I spell out the date of birth here, and then I also put it in parentheses numerically. Natural child's place of creation, natural child's place of birth, natural child's birth and nativity. For us, West Palm Beach, Florida, county, Palm Beach, country, United States of America. Spell United lowercase. You can spell state capitalized, because state is a place, and you can capitalize America because that is a place as well. But united is not a place. That's just an adjective, once again, to describe something. And what I put was America, the States United, or America, the States United for, the States United for America, or the United States, America. So natural child's mom, don't put United States of America in all capital, because that would denote their foreign United States Corporation, which is always confusing because we mix the all capital name United States with the upper and lowercase spelled United States, and we think they're the same, and they're not. Slight difference, big difference, very subtle. Natural child's mom / mother. Mother is the legal term and fictitious name to say mom, so I put both of them because we are the legal fictitious parents, and we are also the natural common law parents. So mom and mother, common law, legal fiction. Natural child's dad slash father, put the name here. Natural child's location of residence, this is where the child resides. City, West Palm Beach, Florida. County, Palm Beach. Country, America, the States United. So now here we're done about describing the child. That's all you really need to put there and stuff. That's all they need to know about a child's record of birth, of existence. That's all they need. What else they need? You know, your bank account number, your social security, like what else? That's they don't need all that, and I do not consent to such terms and conditions. So facts about the natural born child's mom slash mother. Mom's slash mother's family given name: Ashley. Middle name: Marie. Surname: Guccione. Suffix. Oh yeah, and by the way, you can have more than one surname, more than one last name. That's why I put S there. Suffix L. So Ashley Marie Guccione L, of the her family name, her mom's family and dad's family name. And mom's mother's place of creation, birth, nativity, city. She put that there. City, state, country, county, and country. Mom slash mother's location of residence: West Palm Beach, Florida. Palm Beach, America, the States United. So I hope you guys are with me still. Mom, Italian, Cuban, sovereign, indigenous, Native American. So pretty much American, but not just American. She's also Cuban. Her ancestors been taken from Cuba and stuff like that, brought here and blah 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 and all that stuff. So we're not just regular Americans. We actually have a bloodline, a tribe. So hers is Cuban, Italian, Native, Indigenous, American. So mom's date of creation slash birth slash nativity. Her date of birth go here. Her date of nativity or creation. Her relationship to the natural born child: organic, natural, mom, mother, parent, guardian, etc. And right here, LS means signed by. She would put her autograph here and reserve her rights by putting UCC 1-308, just in case they try to bring her into the corporate world. But when it comes to the natural common law, you have unalienable rights, which are the rights that are endowed into you by your creator, your ultimate primal creator, whether it's you, whether it's Yah, Allah, God, whatever you call it, Christ consciousness, whatever you call it. You know, they give you rights to speak, rights to walk, rights to see, rights to write, right to communicate, a right to eat, a right to enjoy the resources here, the right to petition, the right to assemble. You have all these unalienable rights because who can stop you? Your inalienable rights are the rights that man give you, rights that you receive based on contract. Hey. All right, moving on. Facts about the natural born child's dad slash father. Dad slash father's family given name. Mine, I would put McIntosh. Middle name, I have no middle name. You can leave that blank, or you can put N/A, not applicable or not available, doesn't matter, NA. Surnames, mine will be Jean and Yis-RoyAl. Suffix L, of the Jean Remy Jean family and the Sylvie Petron family. And remember, you want to put the mom and the dad's family's name here. You see, of the mom's family and of the dad's family, and put the full name. So dad's slash father's place of creation, birth, nativity, mine will be Boston, Massachusetts, Roxbury in America, the States United. My county was actually Roxbury and Dorchester. Dad slash father's location of residence, city, West Palm Beach, Florida. County, Palm Beach. Country, America, the States United. Whatever your country is, just fill in the blank. That's dad slash father's status slash nationalities. Mine would be Haitian, Hebrew Israelite, and Moorish, Indigenous, and Native American. Because remember, you can have many nationalities. You're not subjected or enslaved to any nationality. You can choose who you want to be with, what group you want to organize with, and be family to. So mine is Haitian, Moorish American, Hebrew Israelite, Sovereign Indigenous American. My relationship to the natural born child is I'm the natural, organic, biological father, dad, guardian, protector, etc. Whatever you want to say. And then LS means signed by, once again. And I put my signature here and reserve my rights just in case they take me into a corporate court as well. I'll use the UCC 1-207, the UCC 1-308, which is supposed to be the same thing. The UCC 1-308 is supposed to be a revised version or upgrade version or a secondary version of UCC 1-207. So I put both of them just in case because they be trying to trick people. So I just put my thumbprints here and I'm all done. So all right, let's continue. And always remember to number your pages. Always number your pages. Keep things organized. So specific truth affidavit of fact, natural common law creation, birth, nativity, certification, aka certificate. For natural born child, which is this a receipt, certification mean receipt. For natural born child, private property. I, Ashley Marie Guccione, the mom/mother, sui juris and propria persona, pro per, and I, Macintosh Jean, the dad/father, sui juris and propria persona and propria persona, pro per, natural common law indigenous people of America, in rerum natura, which means in the nature of things, in the world of nature, as distinguished from the world of human beings. In the realm of material things, not the imagination, but the real world. So in rerum natura, living in Florida, a constitutional state in America, in a city commonly known as West Palm Beach, do hereby declare, affirm, state, and proclaim that we are, Macintosh and Ashley, the natural, rightful, lawful, exclusive, and sole parents, guardian, caretaker, author, owner, mom, dad, father, mother, and creator of the natural Native American child our family chosen to call Naima Valerie Yis-RoyAl. Naima Valerie Yis-RoyAl. Just fill in the blank, put your child's name in the blank. Naima Valerie Yis-RoyAl is of the Macintosh Jean and Ashley Guccione family and is considered our private property. And realize that's in red, which means warning. She is considered our private property, belonging, asset, treasure, and estate, and will reside in our private jurisdiction, custody, and authority until her 18th earth birth date, unless we specify otherwise, together as a family. So remember, estate mean a dead body, a body of whatever, a body of something, a estate, a aggregate, a body, and it means dead. So remember, they're always trying to denote that you're dead and you're not existing. So for the fictitious name, which is a dead name, and the trademark name, which is a dead name, it is our private property and belonging. So that's what we mean by estate. Our daughter is not a estate. Our daughter is not. Our daughter is treasure metaphorically, but she's not a gold to be passed around. She is our asset because she's part of our life, but she's not money. You know, she belongs to us, but then she belongs to herself. She don't belong to us. You see what I'm saying? So she's remaining in our private jurisdiction, metaphorically, in our custody and authority until her 18th earth birthday. So you want to make sure you put that in there, in whatever way, just in case they try to take your treasure, asset, or estate, or belonging, or private property. You know. Ashley Marie of the Guccione family is the natural mommy, and Macintosh of the Jean family is the natural daddy. On September 22nd, 2013, around the estimated time of 11 a.m. after morning, Sunday morning, by the help and grace of God Almighty, nature, I, Macintosh of the Jean family, the daddy, affirm that I positively witnessed Ashley Marie of the Guccione family, the mommy, give life to the natural born child our family hereinafter call Naima Valerie Yis-RoyAl. So you want to make sure that you affirm that you witness this other living, breathing human being in propria persona in rerum natura give birth to a natural child in a world that's real, in a world that's true, a world that has substance. So that helps reinforce this contract, this affidavit, this declaration. You see what I'm saying? That I positively witnessed that she gave birth to it. So if they put me on the stand to testify, of course I'm gonna be a witness because I positively seen her give birth to our child. So we're securing it in all types of ways. With the help of Palms West Hospital, Ashley Marie of the Gucciones received the care and guidance that she needed to push the baby out of her womb, belly, and physical body soundly. Mission accomplished. Naima Valerie Yis-RoyAl. So remember, put your child's name here. If I ever give you this template. Naima Valerie Yis-RoyAl weighs 6 pounds and 13 ounces. Her head size is 13.5 centimeters. Her length is 19 inches. And her chest size is 12.5 centimeters. We, McIntosh, the lawful father and dad, and Ashley, the lawful mother and mom, choose to live our life based on nature, divine laws, the universe, God, good, nature, the 10 Commandments, love, peace, truth, freedom, justice, wisdom, and understanding. We request for all third-party interveners to stay out of our business and decision-making. We are exempt from foreign and or private corporate statutes, private corporate ordinances, private corporate acts, private corporate regulations, and man-made private corporate codes, especially without a valid contract to support the contrary. Our family has and retains the exclusive natural right to do what we want to do with our child creation when we choose to do what we do with our pardon me, let me repeat that again, it's a tongue twister. Our family has and retains the exclusive natural right to do what we want to do with our child/creation when we choose to do what we want to do with our child/creation. Peace, love, and knowledge are our primal intent. So I make sure like they know like I'm not trying to use my child to do anything illegal or immoral, unlawful, or anything like that. It's in the name of peace, love, and knowledge. We want to encourage our kid to let me see how I can say it, to better their talent. I want my child to be good at what she do. I want her to amplify her own talents, not be changed and molded into something else through the school system. And I don't want her to be trained not peace and not love because I was raised around all that bull crap too. You see what I'm saying? So our intent is to help her harness her natural abilities, her natural essence, and amplify it. There we go. To amplify her natural abilities. That's all we want to do. All our child's natural and universal human rights will remain fully intact and reserved until she can competently speak and write for her own self. We have the right to homeschool our child and use natural, cultural, and traditional homeopathic herbs and plants to heal her and remedies. Put this right here. Boom. And always save things once you put something new in, because if your computer shut down or something, you might lose your documents or something like that, or what you have done. Trust me, I go through that a lot. What I do is usually press Control S. I save it right away. I do it with my music programs too. So we are exempt from foreign customs and foreign non-American jurisdictions. In other words, the District of Columbia, the Federal Reserve, the Bar Association, British Accredited Regency, or British Admiralty Registry Association, Military, Maritime Admiralty, Statutory, Non-Common Law, England, etc. We have the right to disapprove vaccination offers, child service offers, federal state offers, corporate offers, international offers, etc. So remember, when they're saying they're going to give your child a shot, they're actually giving you an offer, even though they said it in a demanding way. We're going to give your child a shot. Well, I don't consent to that. No contract, I do not accept this offer to contract. I do not consent. So we have the right to disapprove anything we want to disapprove, especially when it's dealing with corporate, federal, state, international businesses. Hell no. Our family practices its own traditional spirituals, worship, prayers, beliefs, peace, love, light, and oneness. For as long as our beliefs are respecting the peace, nature, and privacy of people, places, and things, we have the soul in exclusive free will choice, power, control, and right to live as we competently see fit. We have the personal and private freedom to do and pursue what makes us happy. We are forever bonded by life to Yah-Allah, God Almighty, and only Yah Almighty can judge us, give us rights, and take away our rights. We kindly request of you, your team and affiliates, respect our good faith, cultural decisions, intent, and natural healing methods without prejudice. Healing methods. We come in peace, because remember, you always want to let them know you come in peace. You're not trying to war with them. You're not trying to come off strong or wrong. You're just firmly declaring, proclaiming what is yours, and that's fine. You know, you have the right to do that. There's no law in the system saying you have to talk soft and passive, you know. Actually, that would make you lose a lot of things, you know. Or you can trick people like that. So I love mixing the love and the spirituality with this business stuff and this whole corporate stuff, because they're intertwined, obviously. You know, the whole business and corporate world is created from the spirit, which means it's created from the imagination, and we're living in an imaginary world of business and commerce and all this bull crap, where currency is the current of the commercial activities, like the currents of the sea, and the bank is like the shoreline of the ocean, just like the bank is the people who are controlling the sea, that's controlling the currency. You see what I'm saying? And all these things. But all right, always put a warning here. This is what makes this like legit, because now there's penalties involved. Warning: trespassers, infringers, invaders, kidnappers, impersonators, and violators are strictly forbidden and will be fined, imprisoned, and or prosecuted in a court of law. 100 trillion United States lawful currency per offense, per violation, per person, and per count. This is a contract in admiralty. May I remind you? If you have a claim on our child or our private property, then prove your claim within 30 days and submit your proof and evidence under your full commercial liability, including, but not limited to, the pains and penalties of perjury, certified and notarized by an official notary. Silence is a default in admittance of guilt and shame. An unrebutted affidavit stands as truth in commerce. Contract creates law. Law doesn't create contract, because it has to be a contract stating what the laws and rules going to be for it to be a law. So contract creates law. For a matter to be resolved, it must be expressed, obviously. The Florida State International Corporation, or Florida State in all capital, whatever, has no valid claim on our child and cannot have one without the lawful parents, Mac and Ashes, permission, consent, and written and notarized approval. Okay. We are creditors of the state of Florida Incorporated and the United States Incorporated of Florida and the United States. Not debtors, sureties, trustees, citizens. Citizen means member. Officers, office servants, constitutors, a person who made a promise to pay off someone else's debt, and members of thereof. So we're not members of that state or anything that has to do with that. We are not domestic. We're not animals. You domesticated animal. We are natural people. We do not consent to illegal, unlawful, and strange corporate contracts, conditions, and agreements, implied or expressed, tacit, unilateral, or adhesive. So implied mean like if they're trying to subliminally say you have a contract with them by constantly trying to charge you with their contract laws and stuff, that's implied. Express would be if they blatantly tell you, yeah, we have you on contract. No, the hell I don't, you know? So this one's subliminal. This is conscious, direct. Tacit mean passive, to be passive. So even if I was silent, I didn't make a contract with you, even if it was tacit. Unilateral mean running one way. A contract can't run one way. It has to run both ways. You have to make a contract for them, get it notarized, and they have to make a contract for you, and you both put your offer, make your offer. Both of you make an offer, because that's what a trade is. I give you this for that in consideration. This is valuable to me, so I'm giving it to you, and then this is valuable to you, and this is what you want to give to me. And then we consent to that trade. So if those three parts ain't in there, it's a unilateral contract, which means I signed your contract, but yours, we still don't have a valid bilateral contract, a solid, firm contract. It's as if I'm still contemplating your deal and offer. You see what I'm saying? Until you write a contract to them too, it's like you're still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it. I know I signed your paper and all that stuff, but I'm still thinking about it. So most contracts are unilateral because people aren't competent enough to write contracts and to understand why they have to write people back and respond, or they're into default. So adhesive will be like glue. So anything trying to get me stuck or bond me or anything, like you can't bond me with an invisible contract. You need to have a valid contract. So we do not consent to illegal and unlawful strange contracts that are foreign to American territory, American people, God, good, and nature, natural. They're null and void from the beginning, nunc pro tunc ab initio. We are common law, native, and indigenous Americans. God and nature is our first and only master. In peace, love, and light we trust. We all have the free will power to choose what we want to choose for our own self, health, wealth, happiness, and family. Respect that. In the truth, energy, and vibration of peace and love, you have been duly noticed and duly warned. And just in case they try to say like that's not us and stuff, because I'm sending them a common law identification as well, me and my partner. So if they try to say like this ain't our paper, like this is our picture obviously right here on it, you know what I'm saying? So Macintosh, me, the dad, Ashley, the mom, and Naima, Valerie, Yis-RoyAl right here, our beautiful child, our angel. And then all you do is write your signature right here, Affiant 1, Affiant 2. Reserve your rights under UCC 1-308 after you write your signature to seal it off. Make sure you put that you're in your appropriate persona, your appropriate personality. Sui juris mean that you're a man or a woman that is worthy of their freedom, of their sovereignty, of their autonomy, of their own peace and self-determination, dictation, self-mastery, self-direction, self-choice, self-free will, self, and rerum natural, where things are real, a physical world. Also, where natural people or natural persons, natural men on the land, natural free men on the land. In fact, with the autograph, all rights exclusively reserved, Uniform Commercial Code 1-308, non-domestic, without prejudice. So don't prejudge everything I'm saying just because I know what I'm saying and it looks fishy because I know what I'm saying. So put your right thumbprint here, and a mom does the same thing right here. And this is all part of one. Like right now, the page is kind of looking crazy right now, but all this is on one page. Matter of fact, let me give you an accurate view of it. Boom, boom, boom. All right. See, so all this is all on one page. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right, there we go. This is how it really looks. All right, I'm gonna keep it moving. And this is a very important piece of this affidavit, sworn true. This is where we tell them that we're not asking for permission. We're not baby. We're not child. We're not adolescent. We're not a minority. We're not a minor. You see? And we're not a federal baby or a child of the providence. We are grown men, grown women, competently enough to state these facts in their appropriate personality and appropriate status as a human being, free man or free woman on the land. So we are not asking for permission to practice our cultural and religious traditions. This is not an attempt to register our child with a foreign jurisdiction. This is not a request, deal, trade, or bargain. This public notice, warning, and affidavit is sworn true, correct, and not misleading. This is an attempt to notify any and all interested third-party interveners interferers, that our child, Naima, Valerie, Yis-RoyAl, is our private property. All our rights are reserved, and we do not consent to any offers to contract, trade, bargain, give away, gift, or sell our child. I should put donate in there too. Donate. Or sell our child. In addition, we claim natural common law jurisdiction in accordance with God, good, love, spirit, nature. Warning: all left and right handprints, fingerprints, footprints, palm prints, and toe prints are private property of McIntosh of the Jean family, the dad and father, and Ashley Marie of the Guccione family, the mom and mother. If you do not have our written and notarized consent to use our private property, then you are committing a crime, sin, and privacy invasion. You are hereby strictly forbidden from using our private property and waive your rights and or immunities if you violate thereof. These left and right handprints, fingerprints, footprints, palm prints, and toe prints belong to Naima, Valerie, Yis-RoyAl of the McIntosh, Jean, and Ashley Marie Guccione family, and is for identification and verification purposes only. Strictly for identification, strictly for verification only. Have my child on the record, that's my child. All rights exclusively reserved. And right here, you'll put the child's left handprint. Right here, you'll put their right handprint and put their name underneath it. Put their left footprint and their right footprint. So, all right, let's go down. Notice. Public notice. Using a notary on this document does not constitute any adhesion, nor does it alter our proper indigenous status in any way, shape, form, or manner. The purpose for notary is verification and identification only, and not for entrance into any foreign jurisdiction. And this is where the officials sign and all that stuff. Palm Beach County, whatever your county is, Florida State, blah, blah, blah. On the blank day of blank 2013 AD, the above signed affiants, Ashley Marie of the Guccione family, the mom, and McIntosh of the Jean family, the dad, personally appeared before me today with this duly sworn specific. Let me put this in. With this duly sworn specific truth affidavit of fact, natural common law creation, birth, nativity certification for the natural born child called Naima Valerie Yis-RoyAl of the McIntosh Jean and Ashley Marie Guccione family, and proved to me on the basis of satisfactory evidence and identification to be the natural people whose name is subscribed to the within instrument, and acknowledged to me that he and she executed the same in his and her authorized capacity, and that by his and her signature on the instrument, the person or the entity upon behalf which the person acted, signed under oath of asseveration, and accepts the truth thereof. So witnessed by my hand and seal, this what makes it official. So what makes this official is not the fact that all the things that you said and listed in here. What makes this official is it being notarized by someone who is respected and has the credit. So people who do notary are considered people who are official and have that respect and credit. So when they put their seal on your paperwork, that means it's a done deal. You're telling the truth. And if they're committing perjury, they get in trouble because they're in a position where they have to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and make sure everyone's telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? They're like a mediator. They're in between. So when they stamp it and date it and everything, the date and the notary is what makes it official. You can say just 2 or 3 things and boom, 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 done. You know what I'm saying? It's the notary and the date has been notarized that make it official. For the trademark and copyright, the affidavits, lawsuits, everything. So right here is witness. Right here you will print the name, first and last name of all the witness. Let them print it for themselves because it's good to have it in their own signature, and I do it in wet blue ink. Although you're supposed to do in purple because purple denote royalty, blue really denotes debtor and stuff. Sometimes it denotes that it's a real person. Red represents blood, which means you're signing in blood, and black mean dead. that means the thing is dead or something's dead. So the color that you write in makes a big difference in what message you're getting across to. So right here, you would the person will put their autograph, their signature, their John Hancock. And mine is a little different because my witnesses kind of put theirs across the page, but it's all good. It still works. But they filled it in one by one by one by one. So I got this part kind of empty, but you can fill this whole thing up if you want. The more witnesses, the better. And these are the attachment, copyright, and trademark affidavit. All right. And if you guys want to see the trademark and copyright affidavit, you can just contact me and I'll send you a copy of it. I got something else I want to show y'all that's going to be going along with this letter. This right here is a cover letter and public notice, which I'm sending to the state register now that my birth certificate is already apostilled. I have the apostille number and the tracking number and all this stuff. So, let me see. So now I'm going to be sending all of this and the apostille, a copy of the apostille to the state registrar so they can put it into their system. So it's the cover letter. You always want to make sure you put a cover letter with everything you do. Your affidavits, your well, not your affidavits usually, but usually your acceptance for values, sometimes your affidavits. When you're doing a counterclaim, a lawsuit, if you're giving someone an order or a demand, or if you're asking for information, always make sure you include a cover letter stating a couple of directions and orders that you want them to follow so they can know what to do. So keep it as basic as you can. So cover letter, public notice for organic, natural, common law birth and nativity certification. So send it registered mail right here. You can get the card at the USPS post office and date it. So from McIntosh for the Jean family, secure party creditor, power of attorney, and authorized representative of McIntosh Jean, a legal entity and legal fiction. And that sets who I am right there. Notice to agent is notice to principal, and notice to principal is notice to agent. So all the messages and notices that goes to the debtor goes to me, and all the information that goes to me goes to the debtor. So notice to the agents, notice to principal. Make sure you let them know that so they don't try to treat you as if you're the principal and the debtor. So 2, State Registrar Office of Vital Statistics. There's their location. Got to kind of zing through this before my child wakes up. So their state registrar, the Secretary of State, or whomever is competently in charge. I, McIntosh of the Jean family, a common law natural man and rerum natura, power of attorney for McIntosh Jean, estate, apostille number, etc., and secure party creditor lien number, etc. That's my secure party creditor number. And Ashley Maria of the Guccione family, a common law natural woman and rerum natura, power of attorney for Ashley Marie Guccione, estate, secure party creditor, lien number, etc. Are free willingly, intentionally, and consciously manifesting and creating this now duly served notice upon you, together and unified to make you and your affiliates aware of the following facts, statements, truths, and accurate public accounting, so that the record shows, reflect, and mimic what we say herein. We have duly noticed you and your affiliates and served you and your affiliates according to the laws that govern man, commerce, corporations, common law, admiralty in America. This is not a request, deal, trade, bargain, sale, business transaction, registry, report, inquiry, plead, beg, conspiracy, scam, cover-up, or a malicious corporate secret between you and us, mom, dad, tribe, and family. Here embedded in this notice is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about the following documents enclosed herewith. So the documents that I'm including with this document, so it's herewith. And I share it with the Department of Vital Statistics and its affiliates for public record, evidence, proof, receipt, and certification that what has been said herein has been said. This is based on good faith and courtesy. So fact 1. I, McIntosh of the Jean family, a competent natural man and rerum natura and propria persona sui juris UCC 1-308 and UCC 1-207, and Ashley Marie Guccione, a competent natural woman, and rerum natura and propria persona sui juris, Uniform Commercial Code 1-308/1-207, are the lawful, natural, sole, and organic creators, creditors, parents, birth givers, dad, mom, mother, father, guardian, and protector of our naturally and organically born child, daughter, that me, Macintosh of the Jean family, the natural organic dad and father, and Ashley Marie of the Guccione family, the natural organic mom, mother, now called by the proper name, Naima Valerie Yis-RoyAl. Fact 2. Naima Valerie Yis-RoyAl was born on the land commonly known as North America, also known as America, the states united under the American Constitution and sovereign national republic of the natural common law of a state popularly known as Florida Republic. In other words, Naima Valerie Yis-RoyAl is a native and indigenous American born and raised in West Palm Beach, Florida, America, the states united, apostille number, etc. Because this is the apostille number of her birth certificate. So after you get the birth certificate, apostille, and all that stuff, you're going to use that number now to track, calculate, and specifically direct to that folder. That's why you want to send everything together when you send it so they can put it together. And also send this to the county deed office or whatever county you're in. Send it to the deed office and stuff so they can register it into the into their recording system as well. So on the 22nd of September in the year of Yah, our Lord and Savior, 2013, at Palms West Hospital, organically, naturally, and non-corporate. Fact 3. Both mom and dad are born in America, and mom and dad raise, school, teach, and protect Naima Valerie Yis-RoyAl in America, Republic. Both mom and dad are creditors of America, the United States. Fact 4. Both mom and dad are not certified and duly contracted debtors, 14th and 15th Amendment citizens, sureties, trustees, or officers of the now privatized United States International District of Columbian British Maritime Admiralty Registered Bar Incorporation Business Federal Club. In other words, we're not members of the private United States International Columbian British War Maritime Admiralty, which is the sea registered bar incorporation. They're not even just a corporation, they're incorporated business and federal club. So fact 5. Both mom and dad are exempt from uncommon, treasonous, de facto, unconstitutional, private, non-public, and foreign, non-domestic corporate regulations, secret club codes, also known as statutes, ordinances, acts, codes, laws, public policies, and public policing. Therefore, all of its members and corporations have no jurisdiction over Ashley Marie of the Guccione family, Macintosh of the Jean family, their child, daughter, Naima Valerie Yis-RoyAl, or the American land, home, territory, and soil. Fact 6. The United States Incorporated, also known as the District of Columbia, is geographically too far from American land, laws, and territory. The Constitution is the supreme law of America, and it puts a 10-mile squared distance between itself and foreign countries, states, and foreign continents. We have supreme claim on our child, and we declare that this is factual. We come in peace. Fact 7. Enclosed and attached to this document is a check, money order, bill of exchange for the value of $15 in consideration that you certify Naima Valerie Yis-RoyAl's natural organic birth nativity certificate with the embossed seal of Florida. I accept for value all charges, and we are exempt from levy and illegal taxations. I give you the permission to use my private treasury trust exemption account and routing number to discharge, set off, and zero off all fees and debt this may incur, in accordance with House Joint Resolution 192 of June 5th, 1933, HJR 192 in other words. Uniform Commercial Code UCC 3-419, 3-104, and 1-104. The International Bill of Exchange Act, Administrative Procedures Act, which is another word for bankruptcy or Banking Procedures Act, administrator. Negotiable Instruments Act, which are bonds, promissory notes, contracts, promises, things like along that line, negotiable documents or paperwork or instruments action. Public Law 73-10 and Senate Document 43, 73rd Congress. Lawful/legal notice, public Miranda warning, private terms and conditions. If you see, these are my private terms and conditions. So if they want to enter contract with me and breach these conditions that I set herein today, they're going to be sucked into my own private jurisdiction, into my own private terms and conditions. They'll be forced to be under my will if they breach my will, pretty much. If they breach my choice and my free will to decide what I want to decide for myself, if you see what I'm saying. So much to explain. Alright, if you, your corporation, affiliates, or anybody uses, steals, apprehend, kidnap, assault, coerce, manipulate, destroy, alter, damage, or reword our information, data, accounts, child, daughter, or information, is hereby in consideration waiving all of their rights to defend theirself against any litigation. Let me fix this up. So they're hereby in consideration waiving all of their rights to defend themselves against any litigation, court action, and penalties arising from such breach, per offense, per violation, per person, and per count. Trespassers, infringers, invaders, kidnappers, impersonators, and violators are strictly forbidden and will be fined, imprisoned, and or prosecuted in a court of law. 100 trillion United States lawful currency, or its equivalent in 0.999 ounces of gold and or silver, species, bullions, coins, and currency per offense, per violation, per person, and per count, including but not limited to court fees and attorney fees and any and all fees linked to such offense. Offenders and violators agree to surrender any and all public hazard bonds, other bonds, insurance policies, CAFR funds, 801k funds, personal properties, land, real estate, etc., as needed to satisfy all penalties, court fees, attorney fees, tort, which also mean injury, wrongdoing, negligence, and so on. Punitive damages will also be assessed against you. This is a contract in admiralty, once again. If you have a claim on our child, daughter, or our private property, then prove your claim within 30 days and submit your proof and evidence under your full commercial liability, including but not limited to the pains and penalties of perjury, certified and notarized by an official notary. Silence is a default tacit acceptance and admittance of all terms, conditions, and statements herein now. An unrebutted affidavit stands as truth in commerce. Truth is sovereign, and truth and sovereignty creates contract, law, and contract law. For a matter to be resolved, it must be expressed, obviously. If you have any further questions or concerns, please contact me via certified mail with a detailed response sent to the from address stated above in the name, frequency, and vibration of peace, love, truth, freedom, and justice. Amun Ra. So sincerely, Dad's name right here. So native, indigenous, natural born, sentient American man, and dad and father of Naima Valerie Israel, always reserve your rights. And with this, I tell them the exhibits that I have included with this document. And exhibits are pretty much exhibits are actual proof, evidence of what you're saying. Attachments just means saying attached to what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But exhibits mean like actual proof, actual evidence, demonstration, exhibit of the facts. You see, and these are what verifies what I'm saying and everything I'm saying. One, the natural organic common law birth creation nativity certificate that we just went over. Two, the birth certificate's apostille certification document, which is what I'll show you a little bit later in a few. Three, the trademark and copyright affidavit, which I will send to you if you would like to see a copy of it. Four, the bill of exchange, money order, check, payment voucher, which I'm doing through my treasury account exemption number. Five, dad's common law identification affidavit. Mom's common law identification affidavit. Let me make sure I put that there. Dad's apostille certification number. This is my apostille number if they want to see who I am, because I already declared my nationality and declared who I am and things like that. So that's my certification number. 8, mom's UCC lien number, her secure party creditor lien number. And 9, dad's UCC lien number, secure party number. And now I just attach these things to it, these exhibits, and that's it. It's going to the vital statistic. So always make sure you include a letter with it. If you have any questions, just contact me and we'll go from there. All right, that's what we have on that for right now. All right, guys. This right here is the natural birth certificate for my child. This is what it looks like. Pardon me if everything is kind of freezing. My computer been kind of slow, so forgive me. Hold on. Let me see. Let me put it closer. Hold on. This is it on paper. She's signing her name. It's very simple. Hold on one sec. The computer's kind of freezing. Hold on, give me one sec. Alright, here, dad signs. Reserve all your rights. UCC 1-8. So I wrote my child's information. It's kind of slowing down right now, so pardon me, guys. And all you do is just fill in the blank. It's very simple. So once you fill in the blank, you get the fingerprints and everything in there. It's very, very, very simple. Hopefully I'm not oversimplifying it, because you gotta know how to back this stuff up too. So that's how it looks. Alright. So then, like I said, just get this fingerprinted right here. Just to fully disclose to you guys, I do not give legal advice. If you do not know what you're doing and you do not know how to function as a natural indigenous person, then I would suggest you to get a competent, good faith lawyer to work with you. But most lawyers will not go here because they'll lose money. They make money when you go to trial and lose cases and stuff. They get paid regardlessly. You don't. You either spending money, losing money, winning a case, or losing a case. So this is what it looks like. Fingerprints. Alright, my child's fingerprints look like this. We did the best we can. It was difficult because you got a baby that's alive moving around and all that stuff, but we got it as best as we can. And there we go. Footprint. All rights reserved. Alright. Right here is where I got all my witnesses. This is already apostille, like I said. I'm in the process of sending it to Vital Statistics now and see what they say. All our signatures been signed. There goes a notary stamp. That's all it is. Then you get the witnesses on there. And then boom. That's that. Along with that, since we kind of had it at the hospital, even though I kind of didn't want to, we did. Doesn't matter. I sent them this too, just in case. It's a copy of the child's card, of his birth certificate, of his steps and everything. And this was created by Palms West. So they must have some type of document that my child was born here. It's native here. Also, this was the card that the doctor gave us as well, so I made a copy of that. So whatever documents you have stating that your child was born here, you know, just send that with it. Alright, copyright, trademark paperwork, all signed. It's all notarized as well, the same way. Just put your signatures in these little spots. Reserve your rights everywhere. If you want to, you can pause this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and skip around. Get the signature on the trademark copyright from AFFIDAVIT. And if I was you, I'd probably do this individually unless you trust the person that you're with. Affidavit should be done individually. But once again, we're taking a risk to do it like this. Here's a notary. It's been notarized. Noticed. Alright. Certificate of service signed by both people, which is our receipt that we sent it to them via certified mail. And we sent it to them on the 7th day of November. So let me see. Ooh, nice. I hope you're seeing a clear view. And so now for the child's birth certificate, this is what the apostille looks like. They put the notary's name on it where it says signed by. And it's for the state of United States of America. This one's for the state of Florida. So if you make a copy of this, it will say void all through it. And if you have the original copy, you won't see the void. And then they put their seal right here. This is the apostille seal, which means is official, it's recognized, kind of locked into their jurisdiction type of thing, but it's the truth locked into their jurisdiction. And then here is signed by the Secretary of State, and the signature. This is the date and everything. It's been certified. This is in their documents. So in this, they sent me the trademark copyright paper all together. Let me see what else I have in here to show. Alright, that's pretty much it on that. So that's the birth certificate's apostille. Give me 1 second, guys. Gotta keep all this organized. And make sure every time you mail a certified mail or any documents out that you list it. Put down what you sent, where you sent it, how much documents, whatever, you know. Write it down on paper, you know. Like, hey, I sent this paper on this date to the Secretary of State. I sent the apostille along with a trademark, along with the documents. So you can, you know, keep a inventory of what you sent out and haven't yet. This right here is my apostille. It's all the same. Different person who signed it though. Different notary. Same thing. And this one's a copy. You see where the void is at? It says void all through it on the back, on the paper, and how this one don't. Because I sent the Secretary of State a copy of my apostille just in case they didn't know who I am and try to say some stupid stuff. Attached with this is my UCC lien statement, or financing statement, or public announcement. And this is the number for it, when it was filed, the date, blah blah blah. So Florida Secured Transaction Registry, which means I made a secured transaction on the 21st of May 2013. So on this one, if you want to learn about the UCC, go ahead and look at some of my other videos on my channel. I'm also accepting donations. If you would like to donate anything to the cause or give to me for anything that I do, it does help. It does help me bring more information to you guys and help me feed my family. So if you can donate $5, $10, $15, contact me anytime. Also, I'm gonna be beginning to give classes, online classes, webinar classes, Skype classes and stuff to teach people about a few things, yoga, meditation, chakras, spiritual stuff, law stuff, financial stuff, relation stuff, all types of things and stuff. I'm gonna give a variety of options for the people to choose from, but I will be charging for these classes because I do need to live. I do need to make some type of financial income. You see what I'm saying? It's either from a 9 to 5, getting paid small amounts of money for long times, or I can do it by I can make money in an income doing what I love, which is helping people and making people aware and knowledgeable. Because once my people know this stuff and my students know this stuff, they can go out there and teach other people. They don't stay stuck here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the fees that you pay is up front. It's the fees just to get started, to get everything progressing. After that, you're on your own. You can accept for value. You can discharge any debts. You can beat court cases. You can claim your children, copyright anything you want. You become the lawmaker, the sovereign. And this is all part sovereignty. So I will be charging because a lot of people ask me information about this, and it's too much to explain and keep update with, especially while I'm living it and experiencing it and having to do it with my child, which been going really great. I love her so much. But yeah, like I said, if you guys can donate to the cause or anything like that, or give a gift, or it would definitely help out the movement, help you in return. And I don't want to feel discouraged from doing this type of stuff because I feel people don't care, or they're not paying attention, or using me and stuff and just benefiting off of it. So I want to benefit off of this too. And I want you to be able to benefit off of this. And by the way, I put my birth certificate on 100% ivory bond paper, Southworth bond paper. So if you can, I guess you can do on regular paper. It doesn't matter, but I do mine on bond paper. The other two things I wanted to show you finally is this. This is the certified receipt card. And the signature is right here. Return signature, Department of State. So they received it, which means they're in contract with me now. Now, if they didn't want to sign it, they refuse to sign it, I'll just send it without a return receipt, so they can be the holder of these documents. Because once they're holding the documents and stuff, they're liable for it. That's why when you receive debt obligations, notice of contracts or to contract, or lawsuits, and you don't respond, you enter default, especially if you signed your signature in order to receive it. So now they can use this against you to say that you received it and you chose to free willingly and consciously not reply and rebut it. You see, but if you don't get return receipt and you just mail it to them, if they do not have proof that they mailed it back to you when they go to court, they are liable for it still, Because where did the delivery go? Where did the mail go? Did the post office make a mistake? Is there error? Did they receive it and did not want to respond? And the judge and the jury pay attention to these type of information. So the certified mail receipt is this right here. This is the tracking number on this side right here. And then that's it. You put your two who is going to on there, and they put this on your package and send it off. So now you get this little receipt where you can track it online and see where it's going, where it's at, and things like that. All right, right here. Hope you guys learned a lot in this video. This is pretty juicy. I'm gonna end up selling some of these videos as well, and some of the meditations, just to help people, and also make sure I'm benefiting and making an income from this, because this is a business world and I gotta live too. You do, and you do everything you can to have food on the table, have a roof over your head, and to feed your children, to have money and stuff like that. The only wrong thing about money is how people is using it to abuse people and abuse the system, when we should be making each other aware of things. This is my common law affidavit. Affidavit of common law identity. So this is my common law identity. I'm a common law man, free man on the land with photograph. This is the given name. Given name McIntosh Gene. Family name McIntosh Gene family. Domiciled in West Palm Beach, Florida. The land, blah 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 blah. Expiration, there's no expiry. And right here is the picture of the document. Here we go. Common law identification card. So I have this in a clear paper to protect, a clear plastic covering to protect it. And I just put my status in there, that I'm indigenous, I'm sovereign, which means I am born here, raised here, I am my own king, I am autonomous, I set my own laws for my own self, I am a sovereign with no citizens and no subjects. I'm sovereign based on my creator's expression of who I am. I am in the image of my creator, and my creator is sovereign. That's the only reason why I'm sovereign. Other than that, I'm just another human. So in my jurisdiction's common law, nationality, Native American or Moorish American. I'm going to end up doing an official identity too, a corporate identity. But this is my natural one first. Always do the natural things first before you do the fictitious. Domicile, Florida Republic. Address, not required, because why the heck do I need my address for my identity? Other than verification of fictitious address. They're trying to link me to a fictitious address. I don't have one. But my straw man does, and it's at that P.O. box I told you. So this is where you contact that straw man. Other than that, leave me alone if you don't know me. So without the U.S., all rights reserved. Expiration, I put no expiry. Birth date, 6/17/1988, hearsay, and is valid for identification and travel. So when I'm traveling my vehicle, I can use this, and is valid for identifying who the hell am I. Because all they need is a picture of me, and what I say is truth. And if this ain't truth, they can rebut it, take me to court, sue me, whatever they want to. But without suing me and rebutting this, this is fact. And this is why I say in the body. Hold on 1 second. I, McIntosh of the Gene family, a living, breathing, conscious, and aware spiritual being, endowed with, hold on, let me read it from here. So I, McIntosh of the Gene family, a living, breathing, conscious, and aware spiritual being, endowed with a soul, hereby certify that the image shown on this page is my image. I can be described as being about 5'10" inches, 5 feet 10 inches tall, with melanin, aka black, colored hair, and melanin, black eyes, a fair complexion, and weighing approximately 160 pounds. As far as a fictitious birth date and location are concerned, I have no first-hand knowledge of any of that. Therefore, I cannot say anything more than what I have heard, which is hearsay. I heard what someone said, which is that I was born of a woman on or about the year of 1988 in the summer season on the land of North America, and that there was no commercial transaction involved. This affidavit of identity with photograph supersedes and replaces all to date. Under the laws of the United States of America, this affidavit of identity with photograph is made under penalty of perjury. Without the United States, 28 United States Code, 28 USC 1746, Section 1. So where is that? Right there? Right here. United States, Title 28 USC, Title 28 United States Code 1746, Section 1. I, me, Macintosh of the Gene family, Macintosh Gene, Macintosh, hold on, Macintosh or any derivatives thereof, conscious and aware spiritual being endowed with a soul, is a secured party creditor, private power of attorney, beneficiary, authorized representative, and CEO of Macintosh trademark and copyrighted name Macintosh Gene. Macintosh copyrighted and trademark name Macintosh Gene is my transmitting utility and exists to serve my existence, Macintosh of the Jean family. So let me keep reading it from this way. I am a common law sojourner. The universe is my jurisdiction, and prime creator, conscious energy, is my creator, master, and only authority. I cannot serve two masters. All my rights are reserved, copywritten, and trademarked, exempt from levy, non-domestic, and without the U.S. UCC 1-207, UCC 1-308, without prejudice. This instrument and information is the private property of Macintosh Jean or Jean, agent. And I make sure I write my name with my own pen and handwriting and didn't do it computerized so they can know it's a real person. Because typing things on the computer can make them believe that you're not real or existent. So, oh, pardon me, it's over here actually. Private property of Macintosh Jean. I actually have a penalty on this too if anyone destroys this or manipulates this and stuff on $100,000 penalty. So acknowledgement. As a notary public and an officer of the court, I hereby certify that the image above is a true and correct image of the living human being endowed with a soul, commonly known as Macintosh of the Gene family, whose mailing address appears. Having witnessed the signing and sealing of the foregoing affidavit of identity with photograph by Macintosh of the Jean family, I place my hand and seal hereon as an authentic act of a notary public. This instrument was executed on June 24th, 2013. So signed by Macintosh Jean, agent, or Macintosh Jean, indigenous free man on the land, natural identification. So witnessed by my hand and official seal. I get it notarized again, and at the bottom this is what I put. That's my phone ringing, guys. Affidavit of identification with photograph, page 1 of 1. So it says at the very bottom, this matter / text is copyright by Macintosh of the Gene family, power of attorney, secure party creditor. All rights to this matter, text, and what it may represent is by terms and conditions of the Macintosh of the Gene family, power of attorney, secure party creditor, with the proof and copy claim. And that's it. And I send this along with all my documents as well. Whoever needs to know my identification. and that sets who I am. They need to rebut all this for it to not be fact. Other than that, guys, it's fact. So I guess that's pretty much it. Tune into my other videos. If you haven't seen my acceptance for value videos, go ahead and check them out. I will be making more videos about it as I am practicing it myself and applying it myself and learning what works and what don't work and how I know it works, because usually they don't give you like a receipt or feedback. Some people do, like they'll give you a thank you letter and stuff like that. Other people, they'll just discharge your debt off, set off your debt, and just drop the whole thing altogether without even telling you. Sometimes they'll play around with you and make it seem like it's not paid off and send you another paperwork or a stating that you still owe them. Or sometimes their automated machines aren't up to date, so their automatic machines end up sending you paperwork stating that you owe them something. So look up those laws that I told you about, the acceptance for value. Check out my page, donate or give a gift if you can. Stay in tune. I will keep you guys updated about the whole schooling thing, and look forward to some more of my videos. In the vibrations and name of peace and love, everyone, namaste. May you be set free.